Beneath the glittering surface of the tropical sea, a magnificent hammerhead shark glides effortlessly through the warm blue water. Its uniquely flattened head cuts through the currents with astonishing aerodynamic precision. This iconic cephalofoil design defines one of the ocean's most recognizable apex predators. Scientists continue to marvel at how this unusual anatomical feature evolved over millions of years. Every powerful tail sweep propels the majestic creature deeper into its pelagic domain. The signature hammer-shaped head of this remarkable fish serves far more purposes than mere hydrodynamic stability. Widely spaced eyes grant the creature an exceptional panoramic field of vision that spans nearly 360 degrees. Above and below, the animal detects movement in ways ordinary sharks could never achieve. This incredible visual range allows the hunter to scan vast areas of open water simultaneously. Such sweeping surveillance is vital for spotting distant prey and navigating deep trenches. Embedded across the broad underside of the cephalofoil are thousands of specialized sensory pores known as ampullae of Lorenzini. These microscopic receptors tune the hammerhead shark into the faint electrical fields generated by living organisms. Hidden stingrays buried deep beneath the sandy ocean floor cannot escape this biological radar system. When a pulse registers on this internal network, the predator instantly alters its trajectory to investigate. This invisible energy grid turns the sandy seafloor into an open book. During the sun-drenched daylight hours, massive schools of scalloped hammerhead sharks gather near remote oceanic islands and underwater seamounts. Hundreds of individuals synchronize their movements in a breathtaking display of social coordination. This impressive gathering provides a sense of security against larger predators like tiger sharks and killer whales. Scientists still debate whether these monumental schools are formed primarily for mating or social hierarchy. Witnessing this congregation is one of the ultimate spectacles in the marine realm. As the afternoon sun begins its descent toward the horizon, the great social gathering of hammerhead starts to break apart. Individual sharks peel away from the main school to begin their solitary nocturnal foraging routines. The safety of the group is traded for the thrill of the hunt in the darkening water. Their dark dorsal coloring provides exceptional camouflage against the abyssal depths below. Every single shark relies on its internal compass to patrol familiar feeding territories. Navigating the open ocean requires an innate sense of direction that rivals the most advanced human navigation instruments. Hammerhead sharks are known to utilize the Earth's geomagnetic field lines to travel across vast ocean basins. These invisible magnetic highways guide them back to specific seamounts year after year without fail. Such remarkable internal orientation ensures they never lose their way in the featureless blue desert. Their survival depends entirely on this deep connection to planetary magnetic forces. Hovering just above the undulating sand ripples, the hammerhead sweeps its wide head from side to side like a metal detector. This distinctive scanning motion maximizes the surface area covered by its electroreceptive sensory organs. When a hidden stingray twitches its wings under the sediment, the shark instantly detects the muscle contraction. Without missing a beat, the predator pivots sharply and zeroes in on the exact location. The element of surprise rests entirely on this precise sensory detection. Exploding upward from the sandy seabed, the hammerhead pins a startled stingray to the ocean floor with its massive weight. The wide cephalofoil acts as an effective shield against the venomous barbed tail thrashing in panic. Sharp, serrated teeth lock onto the slippery prey to prevent any chance of a successful escape. A brief struggle ensues as clouds of fine white sand billow into the surrounding current. Within moments, the formidable hunter secures its meal with practiced efficiency. Dining on the seafloor demands caution and adaptability due to the dangerous weaponry possessed by many benthic ray species. The hammerhead uses its flexible body to maneuver around defensive strikes while maintaining a firm grip. Swallowing the catch whole or tearing manageable chunks requires immense jaw strength and powerful neck muscles. Once the meal is fully consumed, the shark cleans its jaws by cruising through open water currents. This successful hunt fuels the animal for the upcoming nightly patrols. The reproductive biology of the hammerhead shark is as fascinating as its external physical appearance. Unlike many fish species that scatter eggs haphazardly into the open water, these sharks give birth to live young. Embryos develop internally and receive nourishment through a specialized placental connection similar to mammals. Gestation periods can last anywhere from several months to nearly a full year depending on the specific species. Mothers invest enormous biological energy into ensuring the health of their developing offspring. Sheltered mangrove lagoons and shallow coastal bays often serve as crucial nursery grounds for newborn hammerhead pups. The warm, protected waters offer an abundance of small fish and invertebrates while shielding them from larger pelagic predators. Pups arrive in the world fully formed and immediately begin hunting small crustaceans on their own. These vulnerable youngsters stay close to the safety of the tangled mangrove roots for their first few years. Growing up in this aquatic nursery lays the foundation for a life at sea. Curious little hammerhead pups practice their predatory instincts by ambushing tiny crabs scuttling along the muddy shoreline. Every successful pounce hones the coordination they will desperately need as adult hunters in the deep ocean. Playful chases between littermates help establish physical endurance and agility in the face of changing tides. Despite their fierce lineage, young pups face constant threats from larger predatory fish and coastal birds. Survival during these early developmental years is a true test of resilience. As young hammerheads outgrow the shallow nursery grounds, they embark on an epic journey toward deeper offshore waters. This critical transition exposes them to unpredictable currents and a completely new array of competitive marine species. Joining juvenile schools provides safety in numbers as they learn the complex social dynamics of the pelagic zone. Their bodies undergo rapid growth fueled by an increasingly diverse diet of squid and bony fish. This evolutionary rite of passage marks their entry into the adult world. Cruising along steep underwater drop-offs, an adult hammerhead encounters a cleaning station operated by tiny neon gobies. The shark slows its forward momentum and opens its powerful jaws to allow the cleaner fish inside. Parasites clinging to the delicate gill rakers are quickly devoured by the attentive cleaning crew. This symbiotic relationship keeps the apex predator healthy and free of debilitating skin infections. Nature relies on these delicate interactions to maintain balance across the entire marine ecosystem. The streamlined body shape of the great hammerhead allows it to achieve blistering bursts of speed when chasing fast pelagic prey. Schools of barracuda and mackerel scatter in absolute panic whenever this apex predator launches a sudden assault. Muscles ripple beneath the dark gray skin as the shark executes sharp, high-speed turns in midwater. Very few marine animals can outmaneuver a determined hammerhead when it locks onto a fleeing target. Such athletic prowess solidifies its status as a master of the open ocean. Cephalofoils come in various shapes and sizes across the 9 distinct species that make up the hammerhead family tree. The great hammerhead boasts a remarkably straight front edge with a distinct central indentation that sets it apart. Meanwhile, the scalloped hammerhead features prominent indentations along the margin of its wider, curved hammer structure. Bonnet heads, the smallest of the family, possess a smooth shovel-shaped head adapted for crushing hard-shelled crabs. Each species has evolved specialized traits to thrive in its specific ecological niche. Ocean currents surge violently around an exposed oceanic pinnacle where a dozen hammerheads effortlessly hold their ground. By angling their broad heads upward against the rushing water, they use hydrodynamic lift to stay aloft. This clever swimming technique conserves precious energy while allowing them to monitor passing schools of fish. Watching them hover effortlessly in heavy currents highlights their mastery of fluid dynamics. They look almost like avian gliders soaring through invisible mountain winds. The skin of a hammerhead shark is completely covered in millions of microscopic tooth-like structures known as dermal denticles. These tiny overlapping scales reduce hydrodynamic drag significantly as water rushes over the animal's powerful frame. They also act as an impenetrable suit of armor against abrasions from coral reefs and rocky outcrops. Running a hand against the grain reveals a surface as rough as coarse sandpaper. This ingenious evolutionary adaptation makes their high-speed swimming remarkably quiet and efficient. As twilight paints the tropical sky in shades of violet and orange, the behavioral patterns of the reef shift dramatically. Hammerheads become bolder in the dim light, venturing closer to coral reef structures to hunt unsuspecting fish. Their exceptional rod-dominated retinas grant them superior night vision in pitch-black waters. Silhouettes of hunting sharks glide silently past glowing coral polyps under the moonlight. The nocturnal ocean belongs entirely to these finely tuned apex predators. Intricate social hierarchies dictate the interactions within a large school of adult scalloped hammerhead sharks. Dominant individuals occupy the center of the formation where safety and comfort are maximized. Smaller or subordinate sharks patrol the outer fringes, remaining vigilant for any sign of potential danger. Subtle body language, including exaggerated head shakes and sudden turns, communicates dominance without physical violence. Understanding these complex social bonds offers a rare glimpse into shark intelligence. A solitary great hammerhead patrols the outer perimeter of a deep blue trench far from any protective landmass. Its massive dorsal fin cuts through the surface chop like a blade of dark obsidian. At over 15 feet in length, this magnificent specimen commands absolute respect from every creature nearby. It turns its wide head from side to side, sampling the chemical soup of the open current. Every sensory input is analyzed instantly by a brain optimized for survival. Cephalofoils also function as specialized hydroplanes that provide unprecedented maneuverability during high-stakes underwater pursuits. When a hammerhead decides to change direction, it tilts its massive head and banks sharply like a fighter jet. This extreme agility confounds agile prey species that rely on sudden twists to escape danger. The physics behind this movement have inspired modern engineers to study biomimetic underwater vehicle design. Nature remains the ultimate inventor of hydrodynamic perfection. Beneath the surface swells, a mother hammerhead prepares to give birth to a litter of fully formed pups. She seeks out the relative safety of a remote oceanic plateau far away from aggressive male competitors. The muscular contractions of labor signal the beginning of a new generation in the pelagic realm. One by one, the tiny newborns emerge into the vast saltwater expanse and kick their tails. Maternal instinct ensures they enter the world with the best possible chance of survival. Teeth specialized for gripping and slicing fill the powerful jaws of the great hammerhead shark. The upper teeth are heavily serrated and triangular, designed to carve chunks of flesh from large marine mammals. Lower teeth are narrower and sharper, perfect for interlocking and preventing slippery fish from pulling away. Unlike humans, sharks continuously shed and replace their teeth throughout their entire lifespan. A conveyor belt of dental replacement ensures their bite never loses its lethal edge. Oceanic white-tip sharks approach the edge of a hammerhead school, testing the boundaries of the resident group. The hammerheads respond by closing ranks and performing synchronized intimidation displays that signal their strength. Posturing with dropped pectoral fins and exaggerated swimming motions deters potential rivals from initiating conflict. This peaceful resolution prevents unnecessary injuries in an environment where health is everything. Mutual respect keeps the delicate hierarchy of the seamount balanced. Sunlight filters through the deep blue water, creating dancing patterns of light across the shark's pale underbelly. This countershading camouflage conceals the animal from prey looking upward toward the bright surface. Conversely, its dark upper back blends seamlessly with the dark abyss for anything looking downward. Such dual-tone coloration represents a masterclass in optical deception perfected over millions of years of evolution. The hunter remains invisible until it is far too late to escape. A lone bonnethead shark rummages through a bed of seagrass in shallow, crystal-clear coastal waters. Unlike its larger relatives, this petite hammerhead incorporates seagrass into its diet alongside crabs and shrimp. Digestive enzymes allow it to process plant matter, making it one of the very few omnivorous shark species. Its shovel-shaped head easily roots through dense vegetation in search of hidden invertebrates. This unique dietary flexibility ensures its success in vibrant coastal ecosystems. Migratory currents carry a massive school of scalloped hammerheads across an underwater ridge thousands of miles long. They travel in tight formation, utilizing subtle thermal shifts in the water column to guide their path. Generations pass down these ancient migratory routes through behavioral tradition and magnetic sensitivity. The synchronized movement of hundreds of large predators creates an awe-inspiring underwater spectacle. Their endless journey embodies the untamed spirit of the wild blue ocean. Resting quietly on the sandy bottom of a sheltered bay, a hammerhead flushes water across its gills. Because many shark species lack a muscular operculum, they must keep moving to force oxygen over their gills. However, certain areas with strong natural currents allow them to rest while letting the water do the work. The rhythmic pulsing of its gill slits indicates a state of deep, restorative relaxation. Even apex predators require moments of peaceful slumber in the wild. Turbid waters near river mouths present unique hunting challenges that test the hammerhead's specialized sensory array. With visibility reduced to almost zero, relying on eyesight becomes completely useless for finding food. Instead, the ampullae of Lorenzini take over entirely, mapping the murky environment through electrical fields. Every twitch of a crustacean or fin beat of a fish guides the predator forward. This sensory supremacy allows them to thrive where other visual hunters fail. The sleek silhouette of a great hammerhead glides past a towering wall of vertical coral reef. Vibrant sponges and sea fans paint the background in brilliant shades of yellow, purple, and red. The shark pays no attention to the colorful reef life, focusing solely on the blue void. Its presence commands absolute silence from the smaller reef inhabitants hiding in crevices. This passing shadow reminds every creature of the raw power governing the marine world. Sensory biology reaches its absolute peak when a hammerhead detects a distressed fish miles away. The wide cephalofoil captures chemical scent particles floating on invisible currents through the water column. By comparing the arrival time of scents in each nostril, the shark determines exact directional bearings. It steers relentlessly toward the source with absolute confidence and unwavering determination. This olfactory tracking system operates with terrifying precision in the open ocean. Sunbeams pierce the ocean surface, illuminating a solitary hammerhead executing a graceful upward spiral. This mysterious looping behavior is often observed before the animals settle into their daytime schooling formations. Some marine biologists suggest it serves as a form of visual communication or territorial marking. Whatever the underlying purpose, the fluid motion highlights their supreme mastery of aquatic acrobatics. Every twist and turn demonstrates effortless control over their fluid environment. The evolutionary lineage of hammerhead sharks stretches back nearly 50 million years into prehistoric epochs. Fossil records reveal that their strange cephalofoils started developing from more conventional shark head shapes over time. This successful evolutionary experiment allowed them to exploit a vacant ecological niche focused on bottom-dwelling prey. Today, they stand as one of the most specialized and successful lineages in the entire shark family tree. Their ancient heritage is etched into every curve of their unique anatomy. Juvenile hammerheads dart rapidly among the complex root systems of a coastal mangrove forest. These intricate roots offer a labyrinth of hiding spots where larger predators cannot easily follow. Feeding on an abundance of small crabs and shrimp accelerates their growth during these crucial formative months. The warm, nutrient-rich water acts as a literal cradle for the next generation of apex hunters. Nature provides everything necessary for these youngsters to build their strength. A mature great hammerhead investigates a steep underwater cliff where pelagic fish congregate in dense schools. The shark positions itself below the school, using its wide body and dorsal fin to herd them upward. Panic spreads rapidly through the fish as the predator closes the gap with calculated bursts of speed. With a sudden sideways snap of its massive jaws, it secures a nutritious meal. This tactical hunting strategy highlights their advanced cognitive problem-solving abilities. Pristine oceanic waters surround a remote volcanic seamount where hundreds of hammerheads congregate in unison. The swirling vortex of silver bodies creates a living tornado beneath the tropical surface swells. Divers observing from a respectful distance witness an unforgettable display of social harmony among apex predators. The sheer scale of the gathering emphasizes the importance of these protected marine sanctuaries. Life thrives abundantly wherever human interference is absent from the wilderness. A sudden shift in the ocean current sends ripples through the water, immediately alerting the nearby hammerhead. Its lateral line organs detect subtle pressure changes and low-frequency vibrations traveling across the sea. This sophisticated mechanoreceptive system acts as a touch-based radar for locating unseen moving objects. Without turning its head, the shark instantly perceives the approach of a passing dolphin pod. Every sensory organ works in perfect harmony to decode the ocean. Cruising along the edge of an abyssal drop-off, a hammerhead silhouettes against the glowing blue abyss. The dramatic contrast emphasizes the aerodynamic perfection of its famous hammer-shaped cephalofoil structure. It dips slightly lower into the cooler water layers to regulate its body temperature and metabolism. This majestic creature embodies the untamed power and mystery of the deep blue wilderness. Its solitary journey continues uninterrupted across the vast expanse of the sea. A mother hammerhead guides her newborn pups away from the shallow nursery toward the deeper outer reefs. She swims slowly, pausing frequently to ensure the tiny offspring keep pace with her powerful strokes. Instinct guides the little ones as they navigate their first deep water currents and changing temperatures. This critical journey marks their graduation from vulnerable infants to capable members of the pelagic community. The continuation of their magnificent species is secured for another generation. Bioluminescent plankton sparkle like distant stars as a hammerhead patrols the pitch-black waters at midnight. Its dark dorsal skin blends completely with the starless night enveloping the open ocean surface. Sweeping its wide head continuously, it scans the darkness for the faint electrical signatures of prey. Every movement is calculated, silent, and executed with deadly predatory efficiency. The nocturnal wilderness belongs entirely to this master of the dark sea. A powerful great hammerhead banks sharply against a wall of surging blue water near an ocean trench. Its massive pectoral fins adjust the pitch of its body to maintain stability in the turbulence. This display of raw physical power underscores why they sit firmly at the top of the food chain. The ocean currents bend around its streamlined frame as it pushes deeper into the pelagic zone. Watching such an apex predator in the wild is a humbling experience. Sunlight breaks through the rolling surface swells, casting shimmering golden rays across the seabed below. A solitary hammerhead glides peacefully through the illuminated water column in search of its next meal. Its wide cephalofoil sweeps gracefully from side to side like a pendulum keeping time. Every fin movement is executed with absolute economy of effort and supreme grace. This timeless routine has remained unchanged for millions of years of marine evolution. A massive school of scalloped hammerheads parts effortlessly as a powerful oceanic current sweeps past the seamount. Individuals maneuver around one another with practiced ease, avoiding collisions even in low-visibility conditions. Their synchronized choreography looks like an aerial ballet performed by birds high in the sky. This incredible social cohesion provides mutual protection and enhances their collective hunting success. The unity of the school remains their greatest defense against external threats. A lone hammerhead approaches a cleaning station on a remote coral outcrop to rid itself of parasites. Tiny neon gobies immediately swim out to inspect the massive predator's jaws and gill slits. The shark hovers motionless in the water, demonstrating incredible patience while the cleaning crew works. This vital ecological ritual keeps the apex predator in peak physical condition for hunting. Nature relies on these cooperative partnerships to maintain health across the ecosystem. Hunting in the open pelagic zone requires exceptional stamina and an efficient cruising speed day and night. The hammerhead maintains a steady, rhythmic tail beat that propels it forward without tiring its muscles. Its large liver provides buoyancy control, allowing it to glide effortlessly through different water depths. Every physiological adaptation serves a single purpose: absolute dominance in the marine realm. This tireless cruiser never truly stops moving through its vast blue home. A magnificent great hammerhead investigates a natural indentation in the rocky ocean floor where rays often hide. Its wide sensory array instantly picks up the faint bioelectric pulse of a resting stingray buried underneath. With a sudden burst of acceleration, it kicks up a cloud of white sand and pins the prey. The brief struggle ends swiftly as the powerful jaws secure the nutritious meal. Mastery of the seafloor yields consistent rewards for this apex predator. As the afternoon light fades into deep indigo, the Hammerhead school begins to disperse for the night. Individual sharks carve out their own paths across the open ocean to hunt in solitude until dawn. Their dark silhouettes vanish one by one into the vast and mysterious blue abyss. The eternal cycle of survival continues unchanged in the heart of the wild sea. This magnificent apex predator remains the undisputed king of the pelagic realm. A solitary hammerhead turns its iconic head toward the camera, revealing the intricate details of its anatomy. Its wide-set eyes and sensory pores capture every subtle movement in the surrounding blue water. This final glimpse highlights the unique beauty and evolutionary triumph of one of nature's greatest hunters. The shark sweeps its powerful tail and melts away into the infinite depths of the ocean. Its wild domain stretches outward forever, untamed and endlessly fascinating. Join the channel for more interesting facts.